everyone, it's Ani with Chica's Kitchen, and today I have 3 recipes for you, and hopefully I'll get them all done. It's going to be, we're going Italian today. Ah, viva Italia! Anyway, it's a recipe that is like a New York style Italian recipe. I don't know, they say they make these a lot in Italy. Don't know, never been. But it is delicious. And what I'm going to make is a stuffed, this is usually done with braciole steaks. So if you have braciole steak or rather do it with braciole steaks, go for it because that's what it's originally done with. However, I'm going to do, I have a package of little round steaks, and I figured I'd go ahead and use them because they're kind of thin like braciole steaks, and they're mini, and the portion, one of those would be right for me, and Hubster can have the rest. That's terrible. But anyway, so I'm going to use round steaks instead, but it's still the same process. Like I said, originally they used braciole steaks, so I think it's called braciole or braciole or braciole, or brasciole. I don't know how to say it in Italian, but it's delicious, and I'm going to make my version of it because you should always get creative and do things how you like them. You know, you can. You know how you go to a restaurant, I've said this before, and you order a meal that looks so good, you know, they show you the picture and everything, and you taste it and you're like, you know, this would be even better with this. You know, or I would substitute this meat for that, or I would add, you know, well, this is what I mean. Get creative and make it your own. And this is what I've done with this recipe. I've made it my own, or I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to do a round braciole type recipe with round steaks. And then I'm going to do the baked ziti. The baked ziti will be with meat. If you're a vegetarian, substitute the meat with vegetables. Very simple. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take you along with me. I'm also going to make breakfast quiche. It's going to have spinach, of course, cheese, and not feta, though. That's a bit powerful for breakfast. And turkey bacon, you know, just, and probably some chopped, diced up potatoes. It's just going to be in a pie. It's like a breakfast casserole, but in a pie shell. And the pie shell, although I will be posting videos on how to make a short version for pie shell and the long, fluffy, buttery version for pie shell. This is going to be a store-bought pie shell. That would be quicker because I am making 3 recipes, you know, in one day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to speak properly. I try to learn, but anyway, it's a little difficult. But anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to head into the kitchen, and I'm going to introduce you to the ingredients for, I think I'll do the baked ziti first, get that in the oven, because the braciole or round steak is going to be a top stove recipe. No need for the oven on that one. All right, so we'll get started with the baked ziti first, and follow me, and I'll show you the ingredients for that. Hey everyone, welcome to Chica's Kitchen. My name is Ani, and this is the video on my braciole, except I'm not using braciole or braciole. I don't know. It's going to be stuffed Italian style, stuffed round steak instead of braciole. So what I'm going to use, okay, get the round steaks. actually going to stuff it. This is some spinach and cream cheese mixed and seasoned. Okay, that I had left over from the sunflower quiche I made. I've got some turkey bacon, and I've got some mozzarella and some Parmesan Romano. Okay, so I'm going to need to get some toothpicks. There's some music. Okay, I got some toothpicks here, and of course with clean hands. Since this is a dish for my husband and I, I'm not going to worry about wearing gloves. I've already rinsed out this meat. It's been soaking in cold water. I'm going to season it first, which of course we will sprinkle a little bit of adobo, just sparingly over top. Because everything, the spinach mixture with the cream cheese, all that has flavor in it. So does the cheese. Okay, so the first thing, and of course the bacon. And turkey bacon is best unless you want, if you want the regular bacon, then buy the beef or pig, swine. You have to fry it up, get all that grease out of there, so it doesn't end up in your sauce, because this will cook in a sauce. Okay. So we're going to do this just like that. Lay the turkey bacon out. It's real simple, this recipe. Okay. I guess one's just going to have the 2 pieces of bacon. Okay, so we've got that out the way. I don't know what I did with my scissors. My scissors. Let's see. Might have put them in the sink from using the first recipe. No. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. So let me rinse these out. Okay. We are going to use provolone. You can use whatever kind of cheese you like. I find provolone works the best. If I can get it open, that is. Okay, let's try this again. Why do they make these things like so impossible to open? I'm getting there, I think. Nope, I'm just gonna get the Ziploc and I'll put it in the Ziploc if there's any left. Okay, so we have a provolone cheese, and these are pretty small steaks, so cutting this in half, putting the cheese like that, We're gonna roll these up. Oh yeah. And we're gonna cook it in some diced tomatoes with roasted bell pepper sauce. How you like that? Sounds good? It is going to be really good. Always an odd man out. That's okay. I'll give this to Boots. Alright. So I'll put this in the Ziploc bag. Back in the fridge. Stays fresh. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to, where's my, oh, here. Okay, we're going to take our spinach mix. And spread it. Oh, be still. God, this smells so good. The spinach. It's got that Puerto Rican spices in it. Oh, that's a bit too much. Now, yes, some will spill out as you roll. That's fine. Makes no matter. Be too much on these. I don't like wasting anything. So it should be just like a spread, not gallops like I'm trying to do here. Alright. Oh, that's so good. Back in the fridge. No, actually, I'm going to leave it out because I'm going to make breakfast quiche with the rest of it. Okay. We want to sprinkle some Parmesan Romano. Over top. Now they usually do this, like I said, with bracioli steaks, which are bigger, longer, but they're about the same, thickness. They're very thin. Most are, anyway. So once that is done, here's where the toothpicks will come in. I need 9. 3. I'll probably need more than 9 because I'll probably have to stick twice. Okay, let's start with that. Okay. All right. Let me put a little bit of mozzarella in here. These steaks are done, of course, instantly. I may just go ahead and bake them. I'm thinking, I may just do that. I may just bake them right on this tray. So, we're going to go ahead and roll. Roll. And roll. And then pin. See that? Now, I'm also going to, I think I will bake them and just pin once. I'll bake them so that the stuff doesn't fall out, and then I'll pour the sauce over them. How's that? That'll be even better. Okay? Which means I have to get some parchment paper underneath this so it doesn't stick to the pan. All right. Two. That's three. This one's got a lip or a tongue. That's fine, it works. Now, and that's all you do, folks. You roll it up. Now, usually they call for this to be dropped in your sauce, or as they call it, gravy, in your salsa. But I think I'm going to bake and then just pour the sauce over it. Really good. Okay. I don't know which way to go. Alright, let's do you, big guy. Oh my god, that mixture. With the cheeses. And that cream cheese and spinach mixture, delicious. Okay, let's turn this baby around. You could do these bigger with like some flank steaks. Or not flank steaks, I'm sorry. Well, skirt. You know, them skirt steaks. You sure can. last one. Roll it out. Okay. So she wrote. Okay. I'm going to get another pan. And put some parchment paper. Actually, where's my little square pan? This would be even better because I can drop the sauce in there. And parchment paper. Camera. Sit that in there. Turn you around. Show you what I'm doing. That's the baked ziti. Trick is to line them in the pan right. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this in the oven at 375 for, oh, maybe 20 minutes. Then I'm going to make the sauce. Be right back. Okay, guys. We got the oven hot at 375. We're going to go ahead and put in our stuffed round steaks. And we're going to bake it for about 20 minutes. And then what we'll do is, that's the baked ziti, letting it cool off. We're going to let that rest when it comes out, remove it from the parchment paper, and pour the sauce over it. And we're going to make the sauce right now. Okay? So the first thing you want to do for your sauce, it's very simple. It's pretty much just heating stuff up. Okay? You want just a little bit of olive oil. I gotta fill this back up. some red peppers. As much as you want. You can add green and onions and all that too. That spinach that I use as a filling, that has a lot of chopped onions in there and garlic and flavor. So, which is why I'm not putting any additional. Plus the baked ziti, which is what I'm going to serve this with, also has plenty of that. So we're going to let that saute. Okay. Then we're going to add, this is Constellation tomatoes. It's different colored tomatoes. Little like grape tomatoes. Just throw that in there. Okay, the cilantro from the top of the baked ziti, which I use for presentation purposes. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Already got my pick. Okay. One can of diced tomatoes. You could use the one with green chili if you like a little kick. I'm like, not today, please. Then to that, I've got some big diced tomatoes and sauce I'm going to add to it. I just had left over in the fridge. Okay. We're going to add our spices. A little bit of salt, about a teaspoon, maybe less, half a teaspoon. Turmeric, about half a teaspoon. Don't want none of that. Some oregano. Definitely want a lot of oregano in your sauce. So about about a teaspoon of that. And basil, about a teaspoon of that, and that's it. Stir that up. And you just let that cook. You let it simmer I'm gonna get a lid. Oh, if I can bend. Been on my feet all day. Okay. Put that in there and let that simmer for about as long as it's left for the steaks to get done. That should be good. So we got about 13 minutes. So I'll bring you back. Okay, we're almost down to the stretch. 35 seconds. This thing keeps doing this to me. Ah, this oven is locked again. Locked earlier.
I think you got to shut things off in order to open it up.
No, before I even had stuff on, it wouldn't open. It's something in the back, a sensor. I fixed it once before. I know what to do. All right, here we go. That was Hupster, by the way, making his debut, I guess. All right. Turn that off, turn that off. Let me show you the sauce. So can you see it? You can see it. See? All that red pepper, Constellation tomatoes, some cilantro in there. That little Puerto Rican touch. Nice tomatoes. Let's get, yeah, everything's turned off and it still does that. Let's get the main event out of the oven. Make sure I don't burn myself since I'm reaching in and over. All right. Okay. You can turn that sauce off. Okay, in the platter. These pretty little things are done. I think I'm going to scoop them up with spray this with some of this. My pot holder fell on the floor. has too. Did you all get why I sprayed the spatula with some butter? Because that way it wouldn't stick. The cheese wouldn't stick. Make sure all the toothpicks are facing up. That way your guests, if you have any, can grab them. Okay, this is done. This over here. And now, let's put it this way. Okay. Now we're going to put this sauce back over here. Paper towel. Clean all the way around. It's nice big. All right. And there is my stuffed round steak, like braccioli. Okay. There's the baked ziti that's going right along with it. I'm going to serve it with some toast, some bruschetta toast with olive oil and basil on it, and a salad. And that's dinner for tonight. All right, so you all, I hope you make you some. Take care of yourselves and one another.